Yo, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the legendaries that I use for Mythic Plus, Raid, and PvP. These are the ones that I'm seeing most Feral Druids use, and also the ones that are being used by top Feral Druids. Just because you don't use these, I want to say, doesn't mean that your build's not good or whatever legendary you use isn't good. I'm sure there's some builds out there that can perform the same or even better, just depending on gear and what your setup is. But these are the ones that I'm mainly seeing Feral Druids use. So I'm going to talk about 6 of them. There's really only 2 of them that I use, but I'm going to talk about 6 because I see the potential in them. But first we have Apex Predator's Craving. This will be the go-to for Mythic Plus and Raid. This is what I use. This is what a lot of Feral Druids use. Its rip damage is a 4% chance to make your next Ferocious Bite free and deal maximum damage. In Mythic Plus, this is really good with Primal Wrath because you could Primal Wrath each target that you have, each mob, and that 4% multiplies with each mob that you have Primal Wrath on. And in Raid, it's good because if you keep Rip Up with Sabertooth on the main target for single target, you'll just have Ferocious Bites proccing throughout the entire fight. It's super good. Now for PvP, I use Eye of Fearful Symmetry. Tiger's Fury causes your next 2 finishing moves to restore 2 combo points. This is best for PvP right now. You could use Apex Predator's Craving if you don't want to farm out another legendary. This is still good. You just have to keep up Rip on both targets or all targets in PvP. If you're doing 2s, it's going to have less of a chance. 3s, less of a chance, but it's still pretty good. If you proc a Ferocious Bite, you can do massive damage. I use this one just because the 2 extra combo points when you use a finishing move is really convenient, and it lets you pump out more damage in a shorter amount of time. Now, Eye Curio, or however you want to pronounce it. Clear casting abilities generate 25% of their energy cost, and the maximum energy is increased by 60. I think this one has a lot of potential in the future. As of now, I don't think it's good just because you're still going to be energy drained. I don't think that it's very sustainable in the long run for damage. I think Apex Predators is way better with maximum Ferocious Bite damage. But in the future, when you're able to equip 2 legendaries, I think these 2 will be really good together. But right now, I haven't seen a build that really out DPS's the Apex legendary. But I do want to see more builds with this one. Okay, so Frenzy Band. I've actually seen some people run these in Mythic Plus dungeons, and it doesn't, I've done the research on it, and I've simmed it and everything. It doesn't actually, your combo point generating abilities reduce the cooldown of Berserk by 0.2 seconds. During Berserk, they cause the target to bleed for an additional 100% over their damage of 8 seconds or whatever. So this doesn't make your Berserk go off of cooldown that much faster. I've seen people, reduce the cooldown of Berserk by like 20 seconds, but that's about it. And that's at max. Like, it's not too good, but I can see why people use it. And again, I'd like to see some builds with that too. Circle of Life and Death. I'm actually leveling up another Druid just so I can try some of these legendaries out. But this one I feel like can be super good. Your damage over time effects deal their damage in 25% less time, and your healing over time effects in 15% less time. So if you choose Primal Wrath, I think this one can be really good. I haven't tried it yet, but I've simmed it and I've seen people use it, and it doesn't work as good as Apex. Apex is going to be overall your best legendary for Mythic Plus and Raid. But Circle of Life and Death, I can see this working really good. Even in Raid with Rip and Rake and Thrash. But who knows? We'll figure it out in the future. This one, I want to keep my eye on it. Now, Drought of Deep Focus. When Moonfire, Rake, Rip, or Rejuve are active on a single target, their effects are increased by 40%. Now this one, it kind of, I don't know what to feel about it, because effects are increased by 40%, and if you put Primal Wrath on all the targets, that's a lot of damage, right? But I still don't think it's more sustained than the Apex. I think this one's going to be great. If any of you run Drought of Deep Focus and can tell me how it performs, please let me know, because I've never seen anyone run this, but I saw it and it kind of interested me a little. It caught my attention. But yeah, that's what I use. So in summary, Apex Predator for Mythic Plus and Raid, Eye of Fearful Symmetry for PvP, just to get that extra 2 combo points. And this one for Primal Wrath or for single target, so you get maximum Ferocious Bite. And it procs, so that's good too. I'm going to be coming out with more Feral Druid videos. If you guys like these, feel free to subscribe. If you don't, you know, it is what it is. You don't have to subscribe. It's cool. I understand. But that's about it. I'm going to maybe come out with some PvP videos here soon. I'm not sure yet. Not sure what I really want this channel to turn into, but appreciate you guys watching, and stick around for more. Thanks. Peace.